reaction is telling. Check it out.
The bribery allegation, Congresswoman Nancy Mace says there's damning evidence that the FBI filed that he sold out the country. Do you have a response to congressional Republicans?
Where's the money? I'm joking.
Mr. President,
It's a bunch of malarkey.
Bunch of malarkey. That might have worked in 2008, 2012. It's not going to cut it anymore. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is an amazing person and an amazing member of Congress. She actually saw the documents, and she's not afraid to tell the American people what she saw. A lot of people keeping their heads very low right now, but she saw the Form 1023 that the FBI did not want her to see, and she's telling us what she saw.
He also said that he paid $5 million to one Biden, and he paid $5 million to another Biden. And it was all a bribery to get Shokin fired and end the investigation into Burisma.
You remember this, right? Hunter Biden, no experience whatsoever, is working for $100,000 a month for some shady company in Ukraine. He's never been to Ukraine, doesn't understand anything about oil and gas. Why were they spending all that money on Hunter Biden? It'll become very obvious. Check this out.
He did say that it would take 10 years for all of us to find out the payments made to the Bidens because of how many bank accounts there were.
They hid this very, very well, but no one's perfect. Next.
He told the informant that he has two pieces of evidence showing proof of payment to Hunter and specifically Joe Biden.
$10 million to Hunter and Joe because, well, they wanted that prosecutor to stop hassling the company. Remember, Hunter was working for Burisma for an insane amount of money. There was a prosecutor, Shokin. This is not fake news. This is not a conspiracy theory. Shokin was looking into Burisma. They wanted that to stop. Joe Biden gets on the phone with the president of the country and demands that a prosecutor be fired. And this tape has never been debunked. It's legitimate, and it's right here.
Yesterday, I meet with the General Prosecutor Shokin.
Yes.
And despite of the fact that we don't have any corruption charges, we don't have any information about he doing something wrong, I especially asked him, no, it was the day before yesterday, I especially asked him to resign.
Great.
And this is my second step for keeping my promises.
I agree.
They're firing a prosecutor because Joe Biden wants it done. The president said the guy has done nothing wrong. Joe confirms this story, although he tells a vastly different version of it. Shows that he's some sort of a tough guy. Take a look, please.
I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. I said, you're not getting $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here, and I think it was, 6 hours. I looked, I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
I would love to ask Joe Biden, actually I know the answer, is there any prosecutor in the world, in any country, where you demanded the president fire the prosecutor, other than Ukraine, other than where your son was getting money from a company? No. And his flip answer today, there's indications that he got $10 million for that phone call to Poroshenko to get rid of that prosecutor. $10 million. Yeah, where is the money? That's an interesting way to handle this, right?
Where's the money?
That's been his game all along. Where's the money? According to people like Tony Bobolinsky and the House Oversight Committee, Joe is very good at hiding the money. I have a couple of ideas where it could be. Number one, he spent it. I mean, take a look. Joe, he boasted about being the poorest man in Congress, but he has very high taste. At one point, he had 4 homes. You look closely at Joe, his clothes. Oh, yeah, look at this. Even as a kid in high school, I'd been seduced by real estate. You can do all kinds of things with money and real estate. Also, Joe always had a reputation as a natty dresser. He called himself the poorest man in Congress, yet people noticed that he dressed rich. Named one of the 10 best dressed men in the Senate. pinstripe suits, elegant silk ties, and black tassel loafers. He dresses rich. That profile all the way back in 1974. Even on the campaign trail, I could tell he's wearing ultra expensive clothes. See this? See the little European sweater inside the jacket? It's actually connected. That's a $2,000 jacket. Hey, maybe the money went into his clothes. House Oversight Committee, they list all these relatives who they believe were given money from these shady businesses overseas through basically front corporations here in America. House Oversight Chair James Comer.
Joe Biden's son, Joe Biden's brother, Joe Biden's brother's wife, Hunter Biden's girlfriend or Beau Biden's widow, however you wanted to write that, Hunter Biden's ex-wife, Hunter Biden's current wife, and 3 children of the president's son and the president's brother. So we're talking about a grandchild. That's odd. Most people that work hard every day, grandchild doesn't get a wire from a foreign national.
He's got a great point. Joe Biden, though, today insisting that he's an honest man. Oh, and would never, ever get involved with the investigation into Donald Trump. You know, if he had real integrity, he would. He'd call it off. And as the President of the United States, he has that authority to really unify the country. Stop it with this stuff. It's political. Everybody knows it. Listen.
I have never once, not one single time, suggested to the Justice Department what they should do or not do, or else to bring it in charge or not bring it in charge. I'm honest.
He probably didn't have to tell the Justice Department what to do. They'll do this on their own, happily, giddily almost. But is he honest? Of course not. And just today, again, important. It's funny how these things are timed, right? Are they timed deliberately? Credible evidence at the FBI shown to the Oversight Committee that Joe Biden and his son Hunter may have gotten $10 million from Ukraine. But it's Donald Trump who's in trouble. He will make it through this. He will. I know it. Now, it might take a miracle, but miracles have a habit of following Donald Trump. When we come back, he just put out a statement. We will play it in full. Video statement from Donald Trump.